Hi folks, I'm Steve Hindy for Showing Animals Respect and Kindness. Today we bring you a case that decisively demonstrates the cruelty, cowardice, and corruption of the Rodeo Mafia and its minions. We've already told you the story of a horse who was mortally injured at a rodeo in Folsom, California in 2018. A link to that heartbreaking story of indefensible cruelty is in the description section of this video. The bottom line is that a horse was very badly injured. The veterinarian suspected a hip fracture or spinal cord injury. The horse was almost certainly dying. The horse should have been put down, but was instead dragged into a trailer, hauled out, and made to disappear. Disappearing means that Cotton Rosser, the stock contractor, doesn't have to admit to having killed a horse, which by law must be reported in California. For now, let's focus on all the cowardly rodeo thugs and their minions who have covered up this criminal abuse ever since. Veterinarian Lisa Gamsjager, the on-site vet formerly of the UC Davis Animal Clinic, has left the country and will not respond to our emails. Dr. Gamsjager, you are hereby publicly challenged to contact us about this case. Where are your ethics, doctor? I gave a public comment on the issue before the Folsom City Council in October 2019.
In this case, the veterinarian was not allowed to do an assessment of the horse who couldn't move his hind legs. The vet couldn't give proper care for what she described in her report as suspect hip fracture or spinal cord injury. The vet was only allowed to pump the horse up with painkillers, which was needed twice because the injury was so serious and the horse was suffering so much.
The City Council ended up hiding behind the Folsom Chamber of Commerce, which puts on the rodeo. Is this what passes for leadership in Folsom, California? Repeated calls to Joe Gagliardi, the CEO and president of the chamber, have not been returned. That's how it works in a rodeo town. No leaders, just spineless, unethical minions kowtowing to phony cowboys. 2 public statements were made to the California Veterinary Medical Board, which is supposed to account for injured rodeo animals. One statement was given by Marilyn Jasper, representing the Humane Society of the Sierra Foothills in 2018, and the second was made by me in October 2019.
Rodeo animals are forced to participate in violent exhibitions that put their very lives at risk. Doesn't society owe them humane treatment? Unlike human participants, they don't get to choose. In fact, this board's mission statement includes promises to protect animals and to promote professional standards. These are broken promises. This board has proven to be not a protector of rodeo animals, but rather a rubber stamp for rodeo animal abusers.
The California Vet Board promised to deal with the issue, but that promise has been broken. The Vet Board now says it will do nothing. Cotton Rosser and the entire Rosser family are, of course, no-shows. The Rossers have been hiding from sharks' exposés for decades. Rosser's shocking of rodeo animals is so well documented, the Orange County Weekly wrote an article entitled "Electric Horseman," which exposed Rosser and his thugs way back in 2003. In October 2019, I even went to Rosser's so-called ranch, which turned out to be pretty much a dump, surrounded by scrub, right next to a highway and a casino. Everyone on the ranch just disappeared, literally. Rosser has a large family, and a number of them, including Lee Rosser, Reno Rosser, yes, they actually named him Reno, and Cindy Rosser, are all involved in the business, at least until it's time to cowboy up. Then they become ghosts, cowards all. Then there's the Professional Rodeo Cowboys Association, the PRCA, which is the sanctioning body of the Folsom Rodeo. The PRCA is the largest rodeo association in the world, but it is a non-entity when it is time to present any semblance of responsibility or ethics. Former Caterpillar marketing executive turned PRCA Commissioner George Taylor has been called and emailed repeatedly, and he is, like all rodeo thugs and their minions, a no-show. Mr. Taylor has been similarly unresponsive to evidence of cruelty, injuries, and deaths of other rodeo animals made to disappear, or animals shocked to make them perform, or of the indefensible abuse of steer busting, wild cow milking, and the wild horse race. Just to demonstrate how morally bankrupt the PRCA is, they've named Cotton Rosser, the guy who makes mortally injured rodeo animals disappear, a legend of pro rodeo. And they put him in the PRCA Hall of Fame. When someone claims that rodeo is a sport, remember how the entire rodeo industry totally collapsed when it was time to tell the truth about one horribly injured horse at the Folsom Rodeo. Then multiply that scenario by hundreds of rodeos that occur across the country annually. Rodeo's America's shame. As for rodeo's corporate sponsors, such as Coca-Cola, there's no better way to evaluate the ethics, or in this case the lack thereof, of a company than to ask if it sponsors rodeo. For more information about unethical rodeo sponsors, please go to corporatethugs.com. I'm Steve Hindy for Showing Animals Respect and Kindness.
Thank you for watching. Please like and share this video. You can subscribe to our channel to see more of our investigations and learn what you can do to help Shark help animals. To support Shark directly and gain access to exclusive content, consider sponsoring us on Patreon.